Hey guys, it is that time of the year where we start thinking about summer, even though it's cold and the weather's terrible, but now we're about to adventure into the spring and summer months, and that means lightening our clothing load, which means pocket holsters. You guessed it. It is a cumulative pocket holster review because I don't want to do 4 videos on each of these when I can do it all in one. So we are going to spend the next few minutes talking about pocket holsters, and I will be modeling a couple of those for you, and it'll help you make a better purchasing decision so you don't have to buy 4 like I did. Stay tuned. Okay, when you are looking at a pocket holster, and I do realize that there's at least one of these who claims to be inside the waistband, so let's hold off on comments on that. But when you're looking at purchasing a pocket holster, there's 2 things you care about. One is, will that holster stay in my pocket when I draw? And number 2, will it keep my firearm holstered when I say sit down in a chair at a restaurant, or will it fall out? So we're going to take a look at those couple of items and some other things. I am going to demonstrate with my Glock 26, which is completely unloaded, and a Bursa Firestorm 380, which is unloaded as well. But that's not the point. The point is for these down below. So I'm going to start from least expensive to most expensive, so I better do this real quick. There you go. And what you get, what you don't get. If you are on the cheap and you just really need to get something to cover up the fact that you got a firearm in your pocket, the best way to go is the old Uncle Mike's, right? $8, $8.99. You can get these at Walmart. This is made with a very thin, like a neoprene that's a little bit on the smooth side. The inside is more of a cloth material. So you've got the neoprene, not that it's sticky, okay, that's a big note of contention, but the fact that it won't print. Okay, so that's their big thing. On this pocket holster, it's a size 4 for a Glock 26. I slide my Glock in, and you'll notice what's covered and what's not covered. So if you're going to print, you're most likely going to print with this guy. They don't, at least what I saw, don't make one that covers the entire slide. Okay, and so we'll demonstrate this later, but that is what this holster looks like with a firearm inside. Retention, to me, it's okay, but it could be better. If I hold it like this from the tip, I have to shake it a little bit and it comes out. Not that that would happen when you're when it's in your pocket, because your clothing might be a little tighter. Now, what's interesting is when you get to the next one up, which is the Blackhawk series. Now, I know that this has a clip, but don't worry about that because the clip is removed in their pocket holster. This one's actually more expensive, which I don't understand why, and it's made more cheaply. This is a cloth material, a very similar neoprene as these two, if I can even call it that. I don't even want, I'm offending neoprene. But on the inside, it is this basically smooth cloth. It's almost slippery to some degree. So I did not carry with this very long. Again, it's still on the lower expensive side, but I'll slide my Glock in here, and it does protect my pocket side, so this rubs against your leg, basically. So it does do that, but again, I don't know how much I'm saving on the print or not. If I'm wearing jeans, I guess it wouldn't matter, but this guy, he slips out of here way too easy. So I would not go Blackhawk at all for a pocket holster. That's why probably they have the clip, because they claim they're not. Okay, so now we get into real pocket holsters. The first one is by Remora, and Remora, you're going to see hundreds of videos on YouTube about this holster. It is pretty famous, actually, out there on the market. Made in Florida, and they make to order. So when I did this online, they just said, okay, what is it you want? What are your specs? They asked if I want high profile, low profile, or low cut here. They asked all the dimensions. Do I want a high back to protect the slide against my skin or not? Because they do say that they are a inside the waistband holster. This material that they use here, and there's lots of videos about it, it's very sticky and tight, and it will stick to your body. Even if you go bare skin, it will stick to it, right? So that's their claim to fame. And on the inside, that material on the inside here is actually a kind of like a bodysuit, if you will. It's not sticky in any way, shape, or form, but it's definitely something that can bend. But this on the outside will avoid printing as well as stay in the pocket. This is very tacky. Okay, so actually this is my first time opening this up as a whole, so there are some instructions to break in your firearm. Okay, I'm not doing it correctly. They're all written in the instructions here on what to do to break this in. Heat it up, wrap a towel or a thin t-shirt around your firearm, and then press it in. Those are some of the things they say to do. But you'll see here that I actually like the fact that it goes all the way in and covers my sights. I don't have anything that would press is now covered from the right pocket. Okay, so they ask, are you left-handed or right-handed? Now luckily for me, I'm right-handed, because the safety on this firearm then might print, I'm not sure, but none of these items here are going to print against your clothing. So that's what the Remora looks like, and it definitely is holding that gun in there. Man, it's holding that gun in there. I mean, it's tight, right? It's new, I gotcha, but it's tight. Okay, and you're going to pay a little more for these, right? $24.99, etc. They do throw in a magazine, free magazine holder too, if you want to put one of those in another pocket. Okay. Finally, I have a Galati Gear pocket holster, and again, all of these holsters you'll have to order to your firearm size. This size is specific to this in the car and 6 hours or whatnot. So this is interesting. This feels tacky as well, but it's a different kind of tacky. It's a rubber. This is more of a rubber material, but on the inside is felt. Literally felt, like a felt piece of clothing that you would wear on the inside of it feels like the inside of a sweatshirt. Okay, so that's quite interesting to me. This is also for a 380 model. I will slide that in there and see how you feel about it. It's not tight on my firearm at all, and it says on here it's made for Bursa. Well, I can tell you right now, that is as loose. This makes the Uncle Mike's look good. There's something's not right. Let me see if I'm gonna try the Glock. The Glock actually fits this one a little better, but even so, it's just, I mean, it doesn't even, it's just falling right out. That is absolutely ridiculous. So this, I don't know, maybe I ordered it incorrectly. I'm not sure. Galati Gear, we got to come up with a better plan, folks, because this is not made well. right? I would much rather go with this one, but it probably will stay in the pocket, and that's the idea, right? This sticky on the outside is not going anywhere. Boy, you sit down at a restaurant, let's just say you sit down and go sideways, that gun can come out. So no question about it, hands down, right, just from this review, before I even put them in my pocket, the Remora is the way to go. This is going to be the one that you're going to want to purchase. If I had to make a selection right now out of the 4, now there are a lot more, I'm not the only one, or these aren't the only 4, there's a lot more, but I think so far, just from opening and unboxing, Remora wins. Now let's try them on. Alright, so I'm actually wearing some jeans from Old Navy, and the reason why I like these so much is not because of Old Navy. I'm too old for Old Navy. It's because they have this extremely wide pocket and a huge front pocket on the inside, so it's not one of those taper jobs. This is a true large front pocket, very similar to all the shorts I wear in the summer. So let's do the Uncle Mike's size 4 first. We're going to slide that in the magazine. I should do that for you guys too. Empty. Okay, so we're gonna use the Uncle Mike's. The size 4 is made for the Glock 26. So we're gonna go ahead and slide that in. Does it print? Here's my wallet. If you guys can see that indentation a little bit. Yeah, it does, but it just, I don't know what it looks like to you. You guys can tell me in the comments. Okay, but it's a Glock 26 in your pocket. That's already insane. Hence the reason I got this little guy is because the Glock 26 is a brick. So as I come in and feel, just before I even draw, I'm just feeling, one of the things you got to realize is that you're not going to get a full purchase, right, on that firearm in your pocket. So as I pull out quickly, look what happens. This whole thing just came out. That's not going to work. And I don't have a trigger. And that's one of the knocks you get on the Uncle Mike's, is that, you know, this material is this felt material. It just didn't even, and I'm not even drawing hard, right? At all. Now that time, it stayed in. Barely. So I'm not, you know, it looks like it's snagging on my pocket liner. I'm not trusting that whatsoever. I'm not even going to do this one because it's absolutely worthless to do, not to mention I didn't take the clip off of it, right? So let's move on to the Galati, because maybe it can make a comeback here. Let's stick with the Glock, because even though this looks like it was made for the other one, it kind of feels like it's more meant for the Glock. I'll stick that back in. Oh yeah, now I can already feel that is sticking to my pocket liner. So it is poking out right here though, which is odd. So even if I go in slow, right? If I go in slow and pull it out, he does stay in. Okay, he definitely stayed in, but he did pop up a little as well. He did flow with the pocket itself, but I can feel a little more stick there. Still not impressed with this one. Sorry, Galati Gear folks. Finally, we're going to look at Remora. And I'm going to use the Firestorm for that one, only because that's what this one's made for. Okay. And I haven't done the break-in or anything, so we're going to go in here. Oh, here, magazine. Empty. Okay, so he's in. Now he has rounded edges, and I can already tell the difference. So there were pointed edges here. Oops, get it in the camera, Scott. There were pointed edges here. Remora is rounded, so I already feel the difference on that one. I'm going to go and grab. Now what's interesting on this one is that I get a better grip. I'm definitely getting a better all-around purchase grip. I'm up against the actual beaver tail. And he pops up a little out of my pocket as well, even with that purchase. See that? He popped up too. And I think that's just what is going to happen with all of these. All of them are popping up. It feels like it's sticking with the cloth of the pocket. right? So no matter how fast or slow I draw, I feel pretty comfortable he's going to stay in the pocket, even though they say it's an inside the waistband. But yeah, all of them pop up in the air. Every single one of them. The Uncle Mike's comes right out. He's not good, and this one's too loose. So yeah, guys. So that's my review. I guess I should have better news, but I don't know. I mean, you know, I got tons of inside the waistband holsters. That's not what I want these to be used for. Right? I want them to be used for putting in my pocket, my big short pockets. It's hot here in the summer. So hopefully you guys got some knowledge from this video before you go out and buy. This is $100 in my hand. It's not worth it, right? Or $75. It's not worth to go out and buy them all and do what I did. Leave comments below. If there's another holster out there that's even better, let me know. I will ask the manufacturer to send me one. I'll go buy one. I don't care, because I'm looking for that perfect pocket holster. And so far, Remora is my option. Thanks for watching, guys.